What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to another DIY video. This is my 2023 G80 M3 in the beautiful British racing green. And today we've got a cool mod because if you guys haven't been following along, I recently purchased this car, and unlike my previous car, this car has the comfort seats, which I actually prefer over the carbon buckets. I had the carbon buckets, I got to experience them. They were great for what they were, but for a daily driven car, not ideal. Very, very difficult to get in and out of, just kind of annoying, more of a nuisance than anything. So I purposely wanted this car because it has the comfort seats. The great thing about the carbon buckets, however, is that they look fantastic. The back sides are all full carbon, and unfortunately the comfort seats do not have any carbon on the back, but we're gonna go ahead and change that in today's video. Before I show you guys what we have, I will show you guys the current seats. Don't mind the box back here. But this is how the seat backs look, just the regular black plastic. And again, this is Tartufo, which is a beautiful color. So I love the color combination on this car. The British racing green with the Tartufo comfort seats. They're fantastic, but I do want a little bit of some of the bling factor. So we're actually going to be changing out the stock seat backs with some carbon fiber seat backs from Vescaa. So if you guys are looking for carbon fiber seat backs or different carbon pieces for your G80 or G82, definitely check out Vescaa Automotive. I will have a link in the video description below to their website, along with a link to the carbon fiber seat backs. So huge thanks to Vescaa for sponsoring today's video and sending over these carbon seat backs for me to do a DIY install for you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and open this up and show you guys what we have. Company is based out of Canada, I believe, so it did come quite a distance to get here. They did a really good job of protecting this because we don't want to damage these beautiful carbon seat backs. So, and what I like about them, so they are a sponsor now on the channel here. So what I like about these particular seat backs is that they are a full replacement. So there are companies out there that have kind of these seat backs that are kind of like overlays on top of the existing one, and I prefer to have something that's a full replacement. So we'll be actually showing you guys how to remove the stock ones, the stock black ones, and popping these on in place. So just check out the beauty. And as you guys can see here, again, fully molded, full carbon fiber, super lightweight. I mean, this is incredibly light, and it has all of the kind of OEM mounting points, so it should be a quick and easy install, but I will show you guys how to do that in today's video. So here's what they look like. Amazing. All right, so here is what they look like, completely unboxed. Super nice, high quality weave. I'm really excited to get these on the car. I love carbon fiber. I'm sure you guys have realized that after all of these years. All of my cars have carbon, including the interior, so the weave on here is really nice. Super high quality, beautiful 2x2 weave. These are incredible looking in person. Showing you guys how beautiful the product is here from Vescaa. We're gonna go ahead and get it installed. So I'm gonna start here on the passenger side. What we need to do first is make sure we've got plenty of access to get to the two screws that are underneath the seat. So what I'm gonna do is actually push the seat as far forward as I can, and then straighten it out and make it vertical.
Additionally, what I'm going to do, just so the seatbelt is out of my way, I'm going to go ahead and plug that in just to get it up and out. And I'm going to push the seat forward. There we go, nice and vertical. And so there are basically going to be 2 screws that are underneath here. You can see that there's 2 little covers, one there and one over there. So we're going to pull those little covers off, and those will give us access to the 2 torque screws that are underneath there. And then otherwise, it's just held on by a couple clips that are kind of down the sides, one on each side. And additionally, what's great about it is the headrest. If you guys weren't aware, the headrest on these actually do go up and down. So you can see that it's electronic, of course, and it goes up and down. And this actually is one big piece here. And so the new one will still give us access to put the headrest up and down as needed. So super easy. I will say you will want to get a trim tool in order to get these little pieces off. But other than that, just that, and I believe a Torx bit, and we should be good to go. All right, so I'm gonna try to show you guys this process without getting in the way. So hopefully you've got a good view of everything here. But again, pretty simple to do. What we need to do here is remove these 2 little covers. So I just got this little trim tool. This is super awesome to have because it's super thin like a fingernail. And you just want to put it in there in between and pop it out. Just like that. So this is what it looks like. And we'll do it on this side as well. Super easy. And that'll give us access to the screw that's underneath there. And this should be a Torx screw, I believe. So I will say it's very difficult to see what's going on down here. So you don't have a lot of space, obviously. So you're gonna need a T25. So that's what that is. And we're just gonna go ahead and remove the 2 screws. Once you get it started here, you should be able to do the rest by hand. You can see they're not very long, nice and short. And then same thing over here on this side. And again, these are the only 2 screws that are really holding this into place. And the driver's side, passenger side are the exact same process. So pretty simple and easy to do. So at this point, it's just being held on by clips. So what we need to do is actually push up on the entire seat back. All right, so now I'm just gonna grab it here and kind of pull up on it. All right, so what you wanna do is grab it here from the bottom first. You can hear it kind of click in here. So pull it just like that. And then lift kind of up and out, just like so. Pretty simple and easy. And if you are wondering what the seats look like without the backs on them, this is how they look. So should be a nice, easy plug-and-play solution here.
And so you guys will see here, this is what the seat back looks like. It's very much the same as the new Vescaa version because it does have the same kind of clips here that hold it into place. And again, this is why you have to go up on it because it slides down. So these 2 retaining clips, and then you'll see, or you saw that I kind of folded this part down a little bit because there are little hooks here. These little pegs kind of hold it in place. So I'll do a comparison here of the Vescaa versus the OEM one. Side-by-side comparison of the 2. They look nearly identical, which is amazing because this whole thing is carbon, this thing is plastic. So there's a nice little side-by-side of what to expect. And the weave on here is just fantastic. The weave and the gloss, the clear coat, everything is literally perfect on this piece here. So I think this is really gonna transform the interior. Then here on the inner part, you can see how identical these really look.
Really, really nice. All right, so moving into the car with the new Vescaa seat backs, we just need to make sure that we are mounting this in the correct fashion. So the mounting tabs that are here on the actual seat backs will fit right here through these slots. And yeah, so we just need to make sure it's all kind of lined up and then push down on it. You kind of get a feel for it. Just like so. And I just want to make sure it's down all the way. And this side will suck in here. Here's a view from right behind the seat. So the only other thing, you want to make sure that this bottom section is clicked into place. So once those two click in, and you have the top up here on both sides pushed all the way down, you should be good to go in order to reinstall your screws down here. And once again, just like the OEM ones here, you can see that these are recessed areas, and we are able to use the OEM screws as well as the little covers just to make it a nice clean look. All right, so I'm gonna do this by hand first. So this is gonna be a T25 screw once again, and everything should line up nicely. And then we'll do one on each side here first. Go, starting to grab. So once it's hand tight, we can go back and screw it in. And it's pretty hard to see here, so. You don't want to go too crazy tight because it is plastic and carbon. So once it gets snug, it should be good to go. Just like that. And then one on this side as well. Same thing. All right, and then we can go ahead and pop these little covers back on. There we go. That gives it a nice little finish. Not that you would ever see the screws, because you would never really be under here this far if you're sitting back here, but it is a nice little finish. So go ahead and pop that in. There we go. And that side is complete. All right, driver's side is complete. Looks really good. And now it's like I have carbon bucket seats without the buckets, which to me is much better, because if you guys didn't already know, I had carbon buckets on my last G80. They were cool, but not the most practical or comfortable. I much prefer the sport seats, sport comfort seats, and now we've got that little design element with the carbon in the back, so super nice. And then just to show you guys here from the front side, go ahead and move my seat back, but really nice fit and finish. Additionally, I do want to make sure that the headrest goes up no problem, which it does. Super nice. Nice, clean fit and finish all the way down here. Really cool. All right, and then literally the exact same process here on the passenger side. And you'll feel how this goes into place when you're actually doing it. Yep, there we go. And then clips in down here on the bottom. There we go. Super nice, very simple and easy to do. And we can go ahead and put our two screws here on the bottom. Just a view here in the passenger side rear. Sweet. If only I could see this from the driver's seat, that would be fantastic. But the rear passengers, which are rare, will have a nice view. All All right, so same exact process. Passenger side is fully in as well. So that's what it looks like. Everything's nice and neat. And just to double check everything again, go ahead and check that the rear headrest goes up. No problem. And then we can move the seat back. But super nice. I mean, look at the fit and finish right here. Hugs the seat perfectly. No issues at all. Looks great. So here's a view of the passenger side. You can kind of see just a sliver of the carbon, which is really cool. And we also did carbon interior trim on the front. So now everything all matches and everything ties together, which is exactly what I like.
All right, guys, so very, very simple installation process. It has all of the same kind of OEM mounting points and all that stuff, and you can use the OEM screws, which is fantastic as well. So very, very easy. It's just very hot out here, but you know, it's a relatively quick process. I would say this didn't take very long at all, so maybe 30, 45 minutes, something like that. So anyway, if you guys are looking for a set of these, I will have a link in the video description below from Vescaa. Again, huge thanks to them for sending this over and being a sponsor on the channel. I'll also have a discount code in my video description if you want to take advantage of any of the products that they have on their website. So feel free to utilize that. But yeah, so car's really coming along. I'm glad the interior's got some carbon in it now and it looks fantastic. And the most important thing is it looks like a carbon bucket seat, but it's actually not a bucket. So it's actually super comfortable, super practical, and has the aesthetics as well. So really, really happy with the way this all turned out. So yeah, if you guys have any comments, questions, or concerns, please let me know in the comments below. Otherwise, we'll see you guys on the next video. Take care. Thanks for watching.